Hello, everyone. So great to see you. Let me add Leslie. All right, here we go. Can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome. How are you?
Okay,
No, you're good. No, you're good. Oh, so good to see you, Leslie. How are you doing?
So blessed. How are you? Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too. So good to see you. Well, we're really excited to chat today. Thanks so much for joining us. And for those of you who have not met Leslie yet, she is the Vice President of Military Engagement at American Corporate Partners. And during our month of employment theme here, want to talk about the power of mentorship and how it's such a key component, of your journey, right? And if you are interested in being a mentor, or you're looking for a mentor, or even just wondering what that could look like or what that even means, for you, we will chat here today. And if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I can monitor that, and we will ask those. And if you're watching the replay, you can still put questions in and we will get to them. So you're not left out. But thanks for joining us, Leslie.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It's been a busy year already because January for you all is employment month, but for us, it's actually National Mentoring Month. So it's like our month of the year. So we've been very, very fortunate. Really started off the year busy, but man, we're seeing some incredible results.
Awesome. What are some of the things that you guys do for National Mentoring Month, or what does that mean for ACP?
Well, oftentimes it means new partnerships. So, for example, one that was just announced 2 days ago is the WWE. And yes, so we have with WWE, you don't necessarily think about it. It's, of course, there are superstars that are going to be mentors as well, but production, marketing, actually director of cybersecurity and threat. So you got to think of them as their own enterprise, their own company. So whatever job you would do at a normal corporate America, the WWE would have that as well. So that's just one of the fun partnerships that were announced this month. NASCAR recently joined us. So the same for them. You're not necessarily getting mentored by the drivers, but everything, all the logistics and everything that goes into a NASCAR event, and all the, again, production and logistics and their HR, their public relations. You're going to be learning from people that are actually in the industry that you'd love to break into.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really great. And yeah, like you said, there's so many different components that go into just running it as a business, right? And all these things. So, well, tell us a little bit from your perspective too, just for spouses that are here, why mentorship to begin with, and what does that mean for them?
Yeah, so I can tell you, because I came through 5 years ago. For me, we don't know what we don't know, right? And, as a spouse, I can only speak to my experience. As a spouse, I was so accustomed to supporting my service member. I've been a spouse for 27 years. So my first 25 years, the Army always made my decision to resign, and I would have to start over, climb the ladder, prove my worth, value to the team, get leadership opportunities, and then, rinse and repeat, have to start all over again. It really wasn't until COVID when I had the opportunity to show that I could do the position regardless of the location. And with my mentor, I learned so much about the value that I could bring and the strengths that I had to bring to a team, because I had always been supporting my service member or supporting my kids. I have 4 kids as well. And they're very active in athletics, so running them everywhere, the typical soccer mom, that I hadn't really considered my own professional journey. And I definitely hadn't put it forefront. I definitely hadn't prioritized it. With my mentor, it was really an investment in me, finally. And then this was somebody that was pouring into me where I was accustomed to pouring into everyone else. And so it was give myself permission to put my own journey first, and then learn from somebody that had been on the other side of the hiring table, had interviewed many candidates, knew what an employer was looking for, helped me to craft my resume, helped me to practice interviewing, helped me for salary negotiations. But I think it all starts with understanding that you do have value to bring to a team. You do have marketable skills. It's just getting somebody in your corner that can help you to really highlight that value.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say, even for myself, like having mentors has been huge. Like you said, just even navigating what we don't know, right? Or,
Yes.
you don't know what you don't know. So, they're a perfect person in your corner to bounce ideas off, problem solve, go through challenges and figure out what to do. Would you say, oh, go ahead. No.
Oh, I was just going to say, and my mentor, I was pursuing, I had looked into pursuing a certain certification at the time, and she said, I don't think that's the right fit for you. I think you might be a time waste. It was a shiny object for me at the time, and everybody's doing it. So I was like, well, this seems to be what's working, right? Of course, she was right. Because she had insights into me and insights into that career path, and could tell that I would not necessarily be a good fit. Kind of like a mom, you don't always listen to your mentor, they're providing that unbiased feedback, but in the end, she was spot on. In the end, it was a giant waste of time. Because I wasn't a good fit for that particular path, but so that's okay too. Sometimes we listening to our mentors because they have that experience, and they're giving you unbiased feedback from their experience. Whether or not we listen to it, it's kind of like a mom and kids sometimes.
But receive their advice.
I guess my kiddos get it from naturally going to learn things the hard way.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it is, oftentimes we need somebody to see outside of just our sphere, right? And, we're so used to the day-to-day, and even in our careers, like what we know, but there may be things that we're not aware of or we're not thinking about just because of where we're at. So they can help point in this direction. Would you say for spouses here that are, wondering about mentorship, is it only before the job? Is it after you get the job? What does that look like in the career journey with mentorship? Like, when should it be utilized? All of those things.
So I would say any season of life, especially for our particular program, because it's customized based off the individual and their goals and what they're looking to do. For example, I have a spouse that actually met during a conference, and she joined our program to be paired with a mentor from her company.
Oh, interesting.
Same company, but she wanted to learn how to navigate this giant company and all the different verticals and whatnot. And so that's when she came in and specifically asked for a mentor of a different area within her company that was, a few years ahead. So that's why she joined. Others oftentimes may be launching a business, so they need an entrepreneur mentor. Others may be addressing a gap. Like we've got some right now that have been out of the workforce for 20 plus years. And they may need a mentor to help them just, what are the relevant skills today? I have this degree and I have these skills, but that's not what, that's not the current technology or the way things work. It doesn't work like it used to. So it's really dependent on each individual. And for our program, it's one-to-one customized, and it's for a year. So even if you were to land a great job with the help of your mentor month 1 or 2, you still keep that relationship, because then it's all about integrating well. It's about performance reviews, of course, salary negotiation, maybe in a few months, we're negotiating a raise, how to go about doing that, and learning from a mentor, again, somebody that can give you that confidence, that can coach you through the verbiage and how to go about it professionally, and really just give you the confidence to do so.
Absolutely. And that kind of goes into my next question of what does the program, if somebody were to get to the point where they're like, okay, this sounds great, like I want a mentor, what does the program look like, for them, the time it takes, how often, what does that look like to have a mentorship relationship once you get paired with someone?
Right. So once we, so how we go about it, there's an application, and then we're going to get you on the phone, and then we're going to ask specifically about your goals, your interests, even hobbies. And you might think, what the heck has hobbies got to do with a mentor? It has nothing to do with my professional life. But we take all that into account because our process is human driven. So we actually have a staff, and you have almost like an agent that's going on the hunt for a best fit mentor for you based off of everything that you tell us. So it's not any kind of Match.com, no algorithm involved. It's actually, and a lot of the staff are spouses, and they're going to be like your own personal agent, if you will, going on the hunt. Once we've had that conversation, we find who we think is a great fit, we present them to you, you'd let us know, I don't know, we missed the mark there, let's go back to the drawing board. Or for me, I was like, all caps, yes. Lots of exclamation points. How fast can I talk to Dana? Can I do it tomorrow? I need this person in my life. Yeah. And so once we make that introduction, our request is 1 hour a month. Some break it up into 30-minute segments. Some become best friends and they text all the time. I mean, it's really, really individualized, and it's what's best for, the pair, the spouse and their mentor. And the mentors, by the way, we only give them one person to focus on. And this is where I messed up in my mentorship. And I can tell you about that later.
Okay. That sounds good. So, well, yeah, I'm just going to ask you, tell us your tips and tricks and things to know
what not to do. What not to do besides not pursue the cert that she told you not get fit for. I would tell you all the not to do things. That's the way I roll. No, what I failed to do is I would feel like meeting time was coming up. It was approaching. Oh my gosh, I really don't have anything concrete, anything to report. I'm going to waste her time. I know she's got so much else to do. She's on the Forbes Coach Council. Her face has been on Times Square. What do I have to talk to her about? So what did I do? Delayed the meeting, canceled the meeting, punt the meeting. And honestly, this was 5 years ago. Kate, I tell you, it wasn't until last fall that I recognized I was robbing her of the one thing she was trying to do.
Yeah.
We only get one person to focus on. She's trying to help.
Yeah.
She volunteered.
And they've signed up to be mentors, right? So they want to do it. Yeah.
She's volunteering to help, and I can't get out of my own way to let her help. So yes, don't pull Leslie. Take the meeting. Even if you're in a slump, you're getting ghosted, you're getting no responses on your apps. You have a safe sounding board there. You might have had somebody, chances are, that's gone through that themselves and can really provide guidance. My spouse is currently in the program and was having some challenges, and even mental health wise. And his mentor has been phenomenal at being, hold on, let's pause. This is not a very active time for hiring. We're getting budgets together, kind of telling him the ebbs and flows of the corporate hiring process. And that helped him so much with the confidence just to understand, okay, it's not me. It's current, it's the timing, it's the season. He said, right now, people are getting promoted. They got their bonuses. They might be got their bonuses and left. Companies are figuring out budgets, and February is going to be flurry of job openings. So just to let them know, okay, let me just keep with it. Trust the process. And in that situation, that's how his mentors help them. So just know it's somebody that's got your back. somebody that is there as a support system, and somebody that understands things that you don't, has insights to things that you don't.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, but yeah, there's 2 tips for today of what not to do with your mentor.
No, that's good. And I think it is, like you said, just go into it, get out of your own way, be confident, go, even if you are even a little stuck, just jump on and say that. I know I'm a mentor now with ACP. I love it. It's fun. It's a great way. I've had so much over the last few years from mentors. It was a way for me to like share what I've learned, to someone else. And sometimes it is like, we'll just get on and problem solve, or we'll just be like, okay, well, you feel stuck right now. Well, let's chat through that, and by the end, it's so rewarding, because it's like, okay, I use some of these skills and it helped them. So yeah, like you said, just do it. Just get on, just do it. And know that the mentor wants to be there, and it's worth their time too. You're not wasting their time. They're excited to jump on just as much as you are glad to have a mentor. They're glad to be there
and
too.
Sometimes I hear spouses say, well, I don't want to take up a slot from somebody else.
Take the slot.
Take the slot. Take the slot. And if you do get stuck, or if you feel awkward, or like, man, I don't know what to talk about, I don't know how to structure this, I don't know what I want to work on month to month, you have a point of contact at ACP. We have tools. We've been doing this for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we have conversation starters, we have roadmaps, we have suggestions, we have templates. Just let your point of contact at ACP know. And I'll be honest with you, the more vulnerable you are with both your ACP point of contact and your mentor, then the better they will be able to give the proper guidance, because they really need a picture of what we're going through. And I mean, we've got somebody right now a spouse that is struggling because she's so used to being geographically separated from her service member home. And it's like, what do I do with So in that situation, too, we're able to find some reintegration tools and things. Yeah. So again, that's because they've reached out and said, "Man, this is what I'm dealing with." And so collectively, as a staff, we come up with resources and say, "Let's think through this." I mean, like you said, problem solving.
Yeah. Problem solve, and it's tailored to you, and you can get the most out of it. Then the more vulnerable you are, the more you get out of it. Right. And the more you're gonna, well, I think it's an amazing program. I think every spouse should do this. So if you're listening, you're wondering, just like Leslie said, just sign up, take the slot, fill out the form. Does it cost spouses anything, or what does that look like? Questions? Yeah.
Completely free.
So it's completely free. So you're not out anything, just take the leap. Multiple ways to get in touch. We'll put in the links and everything here so that you have them. And then also there is a space right here inside of 12 Million Plus. If you have questions or you want to connect with ACP, you want more information, you can connect right here. It's an amazing space, to just see kind of what it's like and then to participate. So definitely jump in, get involved, be vulnerable, put yourself out there. It
can be a little awkward because we are used to doing all the things.
Yeah.
Especially with deployment cycles and whatnot. We're just used to handling everything. So for having somebody to focus on you is like, wait, what?
Ask for, you almost feel like you're asking for help in a way,
Yeah.
And that's like, whoa, not doing that,
I don't do that.
I got this handled.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so just view this as your permission to not have it all figured out, permission to, that you are authorized to ask for help, and that you don't have to do this journey alone. Just know that there are people out there that are phenomenal. And they're so well esteemed and ahead in their journey. And why not learn from the best?
Yeah. Yeah, I will say the mentors, or even just the companies represented, the people that are a part of ACP as this mentor, it's incredible. Like, you couldn't pay thousands of dollars, to like meet with these people 1 hour, and yet they're giving you their time. Like,
Right.
it's incredible, to be able to learn from, I mean, there's so many incredible people.
There are. Yeah, like for example, the CEO of Campbell Soup.
Yeah.
You can learn from him. That's an example, but it's really just the gamut, and it depends on, like, I mean, they don't have to be corporate. They could be social workers. They could be healthcare. We had a spouse that wanted to be a zoologist. We found her a mentor.
Amazing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I just had a spouse.
Anything.
Just had a spouse this past week that had a very niche ask that needed help getting into a PhD program with George Mason. And we were like, it's going to take us a minute. So we did a lot of research. Actually, we found a mentor that was on a break. Within 2 hours, she said yes. And she just this week got admitted. She got accepted. Her mentor helped her to craft everything and then prepare and even figure out what she wanted to focus on. So she's focusing on learning and develop with, I can't remember the other part of it, but neurodivergent, I think. Anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
Way above my pay grade. That's what I know.
Smarter than me, but that's amazing. Yeah. And let's see. Somebody's thinking about joining ACP mentorship this week. I just applied to the fellowship pilot program, and they asked me to work on building a better resume. Thanks for the link. Yeah. So definitely connect. Anybody that's interested, fill out the form, and, just get started. And you'll have that call. You'll be able to answer all the questions. ACP will ask you all the questions, right? Yes. So you just show up.
And, back to the hobby thing, we have a woman veteran launching a business in Chicago. And so she has an entrepreneur mentor. And during her conversation, she said, hey, I'd like to learn musical instruments on the side. That's my hobby. Well, her mentor teaches ukulele lessons on the side. So you're learning ukulele and launching a business. So we really do take that much detail into the pairing process.
That's cool. That's amazing. So, and you never know, like you said, you may become friends, you may meet in person one day. Like, you never know where that relationship's going to go, or,
I'm still in touch with mine 5 years later.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Mine, when I was traveling, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in your city. Like, let's hang out, just different things like that. Like, it's, you build a cool relationship. So especially because, like you said, they're paired so well. You are into the same things, like, or your interests are the same. Like, you do have a lot in common, I think, with.
So did you all meet in person?
Well, unfortunately, we planned to, yes, and then she got COVID. So I was like, no. But next time I'm there, we're gonna.
Yes, I was gonna say we have to share that picture. Though, please let me know.
I know.
So fun. I love it when I see them together. They sometimes they meet up in person and they share it with us. We love to highlight that.
Yeah, and you just tailor it to you, right? So, however it works. But any other tips or anything that you would say to spouses, Leslie, that are interested in mentorship or the power of mentorship and what that means for them?
Yeah, I would just say, what we find the most is the difference in the confidence when a spouse is coming in, their confidence in their chosen career path versus leaving. They come in at 29% and they leave with 89%.
Wow.
Just from having somebody in their corner, somebody to guide them along the way, and, somebody to learn from. So, and the other thing is, a tech resume is different from a federal, is different from a financial services. Like, they're all different. So, it's best to learn from somebody in that field.
Absolutely. Well, that's incredible power. If that doesn't, everybody should have a mentor, for that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Definitely connect. The link is there. And if you have any questions, let us know, and we will help connect you with ACP to get your mentor.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Leslie.
Happy National Mentoring Month.
Thank you. Bye.